His style of presentation felt hoarse, and in no way capable of comprehending the depth of wise counsel he was imparting upon the Porterfield Auditorium classroom of students at North Carolina A&T. Even as I recall, he would touch upon subjects I had read in the book by William Cooper, Behold the Pale Horse. But that was my only association to his subject matter. Steve had actually done most of the research covered in the book, yet he put an emphasis on how much of this conspiratorial intelligence affects so-called black people. Listening to a qualified brother speak about things I had never heard anyone speak about in a way that was confident, intelligent, real, and not crazy was a breath of fresh air. Especially on an HBCU campus full of emasculated black male pushovers who played the bitch for feminazi guard dogs. It was good just to see an uncastrated black male have a podium in Blackademia, no matter how small the crowd. How many people did I learn about the lot of human?
You know, and I 69 book fast. Didn't play anything.
Welcome to Liberty Falls. Population?
That bro, you know.
Less than
I
yesterday.
talk my shit. I say
Never
what I
been
say.
so glad to see backup arrive.
I'm talking
Hell,
that bullshit.
lucky I'm still in
I
one
tell you
piece.
what to do, blah blah blah. But
I need you to look for survivors.
at
Subdue
the
any
end of the
threats.
day,
Let me save this town. Copy.
present a show you guys like. So I want your input on this. Shout out to Lost on purpose. Might not catch the whole live, but stop by. Shout out to Prosper. Shout out to Prospect Corner. Prospect Corner came first sponsor of the show.
Some sort of half-assed blueprint. Might be worth a closer look.
Said for the show. What's up, Vinos? Appreciate you. Hey man, say something in the chat so I can
Search the area. We've got 3 Janus Science personnel missing. Their knowledge is critical to mission success, and we take care of our own.
How's your punk-ass corpse like that?
Shout out to Malcolm. Said keep up the hard work.
Keep
Hey,
pushing.
appreciate
We
it.
need to find out what caused all this, even if it turns out
I'm
this was
starting to
us.
think I need to do this show every day around 5 p.m. What y'all think? I'm starting to think we need to do this show every day around 5 p.m. Since the news sucks, let's be the new news. You feel me? Every day, like Dan Rather.
Stuck here.
Some Walter Prong, I you feel me?
That which doesn't kill
Yeah,
you
you got
makes you stronger.
71% so
Guess
far.
what? I'm still here.
You got 71% so
All
far
in
saying
blast,
that
Trey.
they like the music. And guess what? Let's see, how many votes do we get? We got 105, 109 votes. All right, now check this out. I'm asking for crowd participation. I'm asking for crowd participation, so guess what? You got vote. You don't got no votes. Come on now. Y'all know what time it is. Shout out to Damon. He said, glad you feel better, brother. Shout out to Boris.
Enough bullshit from the peanut gallery.
Shout out to Marshall. Got 70%. It won't the music. It won't the music. Michelle said, I think a heavy plate needs no intro. Just kicking back music is cool in my opinion.
Tear them to pieces.
You got 70%. 70% say music.
One ugly bug, KIA.
9% say music. Shout out to Steve Bates. He said support. Shout out to Brad. Appreciate you. I tell you what we'll do. We'll split the difference. Split the difference. You guys tell me if you agree with this. Since there's 70%, roughly about 70% that want the music.
Now they're sprouting killer bugs.
And there's 30% that don't want the music. We'll split the difference and we'll limit the music to 3 songs. How about that? How about that? Press a 1 in the study.
Double point.
I kept coming across video on TikTok. It's really fun. It's
Max armor. That expert corpse sharpshooter to my dad's collection.
Something that they I talked about in one of my other NX rants, but I didn't really go too much in detail about it, where I was talking about how insults are important. Because I firmly believe that insults, bullying, random acts of violence within reason, they're not good things per se, but it's like that necessary. It's like a necessary. It's certain things that have to exist in our society. Right? So,
Double
we're going to go to that, but before we go to that, like I said, man, make sure you guys hit the like button as you're coming in. If you're on the phone, all you have to do is double tap the screen. Make sure you hit the cash app to support the show. Anybody that drops 100 or more, like Prospect Corner, make sure you guys support the show. All of that good stuff. So, where to begin? There was a couple of videos that I came across that really caught my attention, right?
Dumb fucks never knew what hit.
They caught my attention. This video right here.
That's going to attract some attention. Keep the hostiles clear. You need to build pressure behind that dog.
I may be wrong, don't quote me on that, but I believe this might have been a time. Let me play it again. sensory overload. He said, special snowflake, he, him. You know that's his pronoun. Special snowflake, he, him. Can we try to keep the chatter to a minimum? Because I'm prone to sensory overload. You know, in translation for Gen Xers, he doesn't like the noise. It's too noisy in that room. Now, in our time, someone yelled out, "Hey, why don't you shut up?" But guess what? If it's too noisy in the room, guess what? There was a thing we used to do back in the day when there was too much noise left in the room. Got up out of the chair and walked in.
Y'all ain't upgraded your weapons yet.
Or
You are basically out.
sacked up and got over it. Right? That's not the worst thing in this whole scenario. Keep listening. Now, did you notice what she said? And watch this.
One less mouth to feed.
Thank you, comrade. Now, many times I've spoken on college, and I've talked about how I am so glad that I never did, right? Because to me, a college is no longer a institution of higher learning. It is a indoctrination. And one of its most read, most consumed pieces of literature, the Communist Manifesto. Now, I've said this numerous times.
One more item dropped off the shop. This better
all
be.
is wrong. So, I don't know what I'm talking about. But yet, you have some sort of student body. And they're literally up there on the podium referring to each other as comrades. Now, aside from all the programs and rap, and all the extra sensitivity, you had one guy that said something. What's going on? Noises, smells, and colors hurt him. If you walked up to him with a cross color on his like, sensory overload. Right? Now, I want you to keep in mind that at one point, people younger than that stormed the beaches of Normandy. Do you really think that those
That
special
must have been Dennis
snowflakes
Riffle. Church groundskeeper. Good guy.
stormed the beaches of
Seems luck
Normandy?
didn't stick around
I
in the
played
end, though.
this clip
Wonder what the key's for.
for my wife, and she said, "This world is soft." I said, "Nah. The world is not soft. The world is still the same as it was. These individuals in their little special
Miniature jet
protective,
engine. One of ours.
hermetically
How the hell did he
sealed,
get hold of that?
they're like the action figures. You feel me? You know the action figures when you were a kid, and you went to go get this He-Man, and he was in that protective plastic. That's what these comics have become. That's what these institutions in America have become. They have become these safe, special spaces where they are sealed inside of a protective bubble, so they get to pretend like everybody gives a shit about the fact that they don't like noise, or they don't like overpowering cologne or perfume, or they don't like colors. Like, are you serious?
feels like I could take on a whole fucking army.
I hate to have to say this. I've said it numerous times in the past. I gotta say it again. There are a lot of people in this world that benefit greatly from good old-fashioned ass. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not condoning anybody beating anybody up. I'm just saying, there's a lot of folks that did not get spanked with strippers. And we see the results. There are a lot of people that did not get corporal punishment, and we see the results. Just keeping it real. But that's not the biggest issue. That's not even the biggest issue.
That's the wiring for the jet gun.
The biggest issue. Shout out to Sean. He said thank you. The biggest issue.
Alpha team, extra window closed.
That right there is not positive that your universities have been infiltrated by outside forces. I don't know what.
Tear them to pieces.
And see, the crazy thing about it is they haven't even been infiltrated in programs wrestling. They've been infiltrated in programs.
Who the fucking
In other words, they're not being trained to go to university like the one day they just all make on some water kids type. They're not tough enough. No.
That's
What
Dr.
they're
Levine.
made, what they're
Joined the physics team
made
last year.
for.
Nice enough guy, but weird.
The purpose of that, they're in college. So they want those individuals to go on to college, get their degrees, and then get positions of power so that they can change
Mac ain't letting nobody
the
die.
way
Too much
of
paper.
life here in America to make us more susceptible and more easily conquerable. That's the purpose for that crap. That is the sole purpose for that crap. We teach these special snowflakes, these wokies, that want so desperately to feel important. We'll teach them to be problematic for their own country, because that's what they are. That's what they are. They are problematic for their own country. And if you think I'm joking, just look at the video that I played earlier of the bald-headed chick in Congress telling the white people they can't quote Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And how his family has told them to stop invoking Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s name. So let me make sure I understand. You're telling the white they're not allowed to say Martin Luther King's name or quote him because they're not black. Isn't that supposed to be the very thing that Dr. Martin was protesting against? If you say that you wanted to live in a world where people would judge based on the content of their character.
I'm here to fuck around.
He had a dream that one day black boys and white boys would be able to hold hands and sing that old people spiritual get last, thank God get last. So how does that work if you, a black person, are trying to use Dr. Martin Luther King create more racial animosity.
Suck our throat. Dirty. Like a fishing hook.
That's why people like saw I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't have the patience. Like, give them are irreparable. That's probably why I'll never have like a show or whatever.
All right, Riffle. Let's see what you've been keeping locked up in here. Good find. That's got to be the handbrake for the thrustodyne weapon. I think that's everything we need for the jet guns. Let's head back to the motel and slap this thing together.
I don't care how much. Nowadays, no. Nowadays, they don't go there to be fine. There's no. You feel me? Right? So, you're behind the side.
Rustodyne Model 23, huh? Definitely not Janus sanctioned. But that doesn't matter now, does it? Let's see what this thing can do.
Science has no place in an institution of higher learning. Just go off the base. Well, I hate to do it. Because
Your head in particular.
thousands of dollars they spent sending your $50,000 just to play the kid. You could have did that in your bedroom. Okay? But, literally have like it's normal. Like it's normal.
Double points.
Fuck, man.
Well, at least you are anyway. Guess you're my guardian angel, even if you don't look like one.
Nobody wants to address it. We have a mental illness in this world. Nobody wants to address it.
Oh no. Dr. Billetier. My favorite egghead. Not just book smart, but street smart.
That we are seeing, people engaging. It's out of this world.
Gloves are off. You nasty chumps aren't ready for it.
There's a mythical city. In comics that one of my favorite heroes existed. That mythical city is called Comics.
Got a feeling we'll need that.
And it's going to be
Quicker than jamming C4 in your ear,
Now, in
and
that
twice
city,
as entertaining.
there are villains that have a flair for acid. Then they go out and they start they commit crime. They do things, right? But in that city, there is a gentleman by the name of the Batman. Whenever these colorful individuals show up to stir up trouble, he shows up, the Batman, and beats the only crap out of him. I'm not saying I don't know that. I'm just saying that's not the important thing. The important part is what happens right after.
Target location.
Now time's over.
After he has foiled their plot, he then escorts them to Arkham, which is a insane asylum that was created for the criminally insane. Our insane asylums, I don't know what happened to our mental health.
Alpha team, what was that? Your body cam signal is breaking.
Your project data security, yes? A so-called rapid response team. Not nearly rapid enough, but I knew you would come.
This is not even a joke. This is not even me trying to be facetious. I'm dead serious. The whole concept of mental illness needs to be reevaluated in a real way. In a real way. This idea that people pretending that it's just crazy. Something from any sort of mental illness, like the only saving grace. You want to know what the only saving grace is to the only saving grace is that
Hit the exit button, we're ready.
saving grace is generation away.
Let me stop you right there.
They stood out right. Imagine if these individuals were born right. That's the brand they perceive.
Hate to say this, but your luck's about to run out.
But don't, because it almost forgot about it.
The sound of explosions is music to my ears.
Yeah, that's exactly what we get to take that sort of program. That sort of and like this. Take this out of now,
How do we know activating your equipment won't make the outbreak worse, Panos?
Well, it only seems to fix itself. Literally, the worst thing we can do is nothing. That is all of them. Now, find a good workspace to put it together.
Doctor, you make suggestions, you don't give orders. I'm worried about the director. I saw him when this started, and his comms went dark.
Well, if I'm learning anything, it's that just because you're missing doesn't mean you're dead. Isn't that so?
Right? The example I
Who are you talking to?
Just a rhetorical question, that's
social.
What's the 411 panels? How does that thing work? Be advised, exfil windows
go out,
closed.
we're around each other.
I'm guessing you don't have a background in string theory, so the short answer is trust me.
So if you're and then say something extremely stupid that is based on your own personal belief.
That's what you get for acting like a fool.
Wrong. And then you open your mouth and express fool. Wow. Right? The worst thing that can happen is for kid that what you just said is not the same. That's the worst thing. If it's something that could possibly backfire in your face or cause harm to you in the future, you know, you might not
Welcome to the grinder, meat holes.
Let's say that you say something like, well, no.
Come boom!
Killing more undead.
Let's say, well, I think you'll get burned if you touch a freaking stove, right? Something simple like, you know, I hate to
Pack a
make it
punch
that
station
simple.
there.
Somebody
Weapons
like,
gassed
whatever
up.
you say,
Gonna
man.
take it for a
I
spin.
can't think of a good example.
But seriously,
There are many
the
times that you
LTG
make
summons
something
high-value
incorrect,
targets so we
right?
can
And it
steal
just
their
has
life energy.
backfire.
My colleagues managed to fill one ether canister before they
Lucky, so
ran out of luck.
and so somebody
You'll
else is
need to
saying,
fill
hey,
2 more.
you shouldn't do so and so. And you know, they'll say to you, well, we do that all the time and it doesn't have any effect on me. The worst thing that your friends can do is continue to allow you to believe that shit. In fact, the best thing they can ever do
No offense, Vanos.
is basically tell you you're being stupid. Now, the reason why they
He
should,
was formidable. But
that
sometimes
social shame
is about the friends you
will
make.
affect you. It'll affect you.
Oh, okay, fine.
In other words, the next time you go to do that thing,
Now,
they
you
call
can
and say,
go summon a nice, juicy monster.
one,
Can't go any worse than when I tried it.
somebody said you should,
Just couldn't wait your turn, could you?
and you may have to go back and correct that. And yes, you would be if we hate. So if the thing it has some negative effect, it's this
I'd say that was pretty damn decisive.
Because they already told me not to do this shit. You
What
feel
went
me?
wrong?
Like, here's
Look around and find out.
So, let's say you and your buddies are hanging out, you're in high school, right? And so,
LTG activated. See that beam?
tell your
Give it
buddies,
time and a
hey,
full-fledged portal should open.
thinking about going out and teaching. And your buddies say to you, hey, man,
Hey, we kind of need that portal fully open. Defend the LTG.
that's Keisha, right? Or Keisha, she get around. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, man, I ain't trying to
Protect that gear, Alpha Team. Give it the time it needs.
In that situation, the worst thing your friends can do
Systems
is
critical.
not around.
And
Imminent.
there goes the portal. Start over when the machine is ready.
Right? Now, in this day and age, people will say, well, no, don't shame him, don't talk about him, that's bullying. Doesn't matter. But guess result that he's going to get dealing with her is going to be far worse than any bullying that we give him.
Want to see how fast I can reload? Want to see it again?
It might not feel good at the moment, but it's feeling a hell of a lot better than what's happening. Dealing with shit. Right? Because dealing with her may have some lifelong...
Right in the fucking dough.
Right? So guess what? If our friend, after we done said to him, you know, hey man, you love it out, great. He sit there and roast him. And comes back around us, he's over her and he really gonna roast him then. So, peer pressure.
Fuck y'all, you ain't taking me down.
Sometimes peer pressure is very good, right? So, he does go and mess with her. Let's say, tell us if you got her. Yo, man. Yeah.
Fuck all y'all.
They make some mistakes.
Decoy
He
out.
gonna make that mistake. He gonna make that mistake. Right?
Couldn't tell you how that thing works, but it
So
works.
sometimes insulting and shaming and roasting and all of those different things can be right? Or at least okay? See, nowadays, you try to convince somebody in that old school way, there's so many snowflakes out here that person can go run to somebody else and they'll say, oh, don't listen to them, they're bullies. You live your life. You live your truth. And human beings are always going to be more prone to listening to the people that agree with them. Human beings are more prone to confirmation bias. You know, so they're going to always listen to the person that aligns with what it is they want to do, not the people that align with what they don't want, right? Back in the day, whatever I said, went to somebody else, they gonna say the same shit. So if you did something stupid in front of me, I'm gonna be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Are you stupid? Guess what? When that person goes to their parents, they're gonna say, well, are you stupid? They go to somebody else. Yeah, that's pretty stupid. Like, there was nowhere for you to run. Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. Right? So, that was a social way of not only
Don't hate him.
inadvertently helping people, but toughening them up too.
Never too old to be a bad motherfucker.
Psychologically, if you know that you make mistakes, people are going to give you a hard time. It has some benefits. One, make you hard mistakes. And two, it toughens you up because people make mistakes, get punished. But guess what? Talking about sensory, right? If somebody was in, if they were, oh, the guy's that guy, probably
Come on, motherfuckers. I ain't close to quit.
Come on. The problem is, you have so many people that are protected. That, oh, it's not your fault. Very much so. It's your fault, and it's the fault.
Ah, shit, that was a juicy one.
They did not prepare you. That are now really fit. Their hands and snapping out, and they're losing their minds because they have not been taught how to handle rejection. They haven't been taught how to handle criticism. They haven't been taught how to handle watching their entire world explode.
They're hammering that portal. Keep it clear.
That us
Systems
Gen
critical.
Xers
Failure imminent.
are so
Try
good
again, my friends. Harder this time.
thriving through adversity is because we are used to being criticized. Hell, we're used to being called stupid. We're used to being cursed out the moment we do something. We are used to having our entire world crumble right in front of us and then having to pick up the pieces and rebuild. We're used to it. Okay? These new individuals, they're just not used to it. Because they have been protected. And what makes them so mad, they also participate in protection. Right? This is where they get terms like your truth. Tell your truth. You don't have a truth. You pretentious piece of shit. You don't own the truth. Pretentious, sanctimonious piece of crap. Truth. There's the truth, and then there's lies.
Did you catch the license plate of that truck that ran you over?
On the truth. Truth is not a pack of cigarettes that you can stick in your pocket and stroll off with it. That's not the truth. Okay? What you're talking about is your perception.
Pick up windows open.
Right? And while I will agree that your perception can shape your reality, right? It is still your perception. It is still your perception. Okay? And your perception,
Portal initializing.
while it does shape
Let me stop you
reality,
right there.
it also deceives. This is how okay? This is where mistakes are. There's nothing wrong with mistakes. But mistakes make you better if you're willing to acknowledge that it's a mistake. But the problem is, you have too many people running around here like mistakes.
OTG is weakening. Clear the bastards off it.
Systems critical. Failure imminent.
Well, that is disappointing. Now we have to restart the whole process.
You need to tighten up. Okay? Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, this world, there was a moment in time where I started feeling like, you know what? I'm so old school with my thinking that I no longer belong. And, you know, I no longer belong in this world. I no longer, right? married. Or you steal.
Lose, you lose. Expo window closed.
The consequences of stealing. So guess what? Me and all of you Gen Xers that have this hardcore mentality that's not when you're feeling 24/7, that have no problem with criticism, insults, violence, all of those things. It's not you that's out of place. It's these snowflakes that's out of place. It's these new-age, whiny, crybaby ass. Please consider my feelings in every decision you make.
Follow the bouncing ball, motherfucker.
And as we've seen from this election, as if they are the majority, when really they are just the loud minority, and we are the silent majority. That's the reality. And truth be told, when it comes to a culture war, they can't possibly win a culture war against us because their feelings get hurt too easily. Now, when it comes to
Feels like I could take on a whole fucking army.
we now have a group of people that exist.
Marks
Initializing.
Showing off is just another perk of the job.
Keep the device safe while it opens a gateway.
Systems critical. Failure imminent.
We'll have to start over, but we will get this done.
Shout out to Roy. He said they need to bring back mental hospital. Shout out to Andre. He said this is written and shout out to Renee. Shout out to Aaron. So I identify
Quicker than jamming C4 in your ear, and twice as entertaining.
Violence doesn't, you even got these parents now. It's not fine to be interesting because you have parents who violence. It's their children. that's what spanking is. Violence, whether you like it or not, right? Corporal punishment is violence. Right? So you have parents that say they would never do that. You got to find the ironic. Both your children go out into the world and do some stupid shit that you might do. These have absolutely no problem busting your kid upside the head. Right? So, in my movies will still utilize violence in order to prevent any type of criminal activity out in the world. It just seems to me that as a parent, you are hindering your child. Because you're creating a world where they believe that they can pretty much do whatever they want to do. Right? That's the type of world you're creating. You're creating a group of people that they can say and do whatever they want to do about it. And nothing. Right?
Portal boom initializing.
This individual is not or identity. It's a woman. It was saying something in the news media that was
You know, part of me wants to stay. It's quite trippy here.
so ridiculously
Okay, calm down. I guess you and I had very different experiences at the university.
about someone punching your
Gateway portal stabilizing.
I'm not saying so much. That is telling you.
Body shots of a rookie.
Damn. I sit back and watch.
head in particular.
I hear them.
Gotta watch your step. If you don't, you lose shit.
Why would you vote for him? Because she was going to cut her.
Tear them to pieces.
By her possible delivery. Rat eater, yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Someone did that. If the 80s realize that for the night, it's going to somebody's door. There's no bullshit. We used to make a game of that. Remember? Ring somebody's doorbell, and then when you took off running. Because back then, adults didn't care what they out. Bullshit, they would come to the door with a shotgun, they would come to the door with a pistol, they would, they would come to the door and like, they come to the door and say,
Max ammo.
PhD. If a doctor was involved with this, they ought to lose their license.
You're not supposed to be in this apartment. I'm going to sit right here and go to the police here. I call the police. Things never happened in the night.
You think I'm here to fuck around?
These type of things never happened in the night. Or any time.
I could eat and shit you out for breakfast.
People that are not out, they don't go around messing. In my opinion, and love to start shit and hope it's a great job and wouldn't be afraid of police, behavioral, legal retribution. Cowards of society. We got nothing better to do than to walk around and get involved with the rest of us who are minding our business. Minding our business, right? That. While I'm looking for you guys with the cash after some show.
Fire sale.
Cash after
Ooh, looks like you gored up your buddies a bit. Come on, Soko, you got shit.
still owed some ass.
Extraction's available in your AO.
You've gotten old enough to where the boomers can't complain. That's the only problem.
Now that you've suffered, lead it to an ether.
Gotta be it, buddy. Not select, don't go get ass right in the mouth.
Hey, you. Yeah, come check this out. Bring your friend.
Here it is, right? Check this out. Check this out.
Pop goes the fucking beast.
Max armor.
I don't know who this dad is, but this dude is awesome. I can't with nobody.
Exfil Bird retask. You'll
He said, I
advise.
hate doing his job. He said, I'll do it. No, he'll do it. Shout out to Tracy, said, let the boomers cry and catch us.
Sentry turret active.
ripped off of me. You'll like it.
Assuming he's still alive.
I see some of these videos where old enough to basically go up to people's houses, go up to their car, all of this crap, and just start addressing people.
One less mouth to feed. Hey, dumb fucks. It's boots on the ground, not asses in the air.
Never done this in the 80s and the 90s. You realize that, right? Now don't get twisted. In the 80s and the 90s, there was always one. There's two types of bludgeons. That's what you call it. Old bludgeon, right? There's the old guy that doesn't want you playing on his lawn. But the thing about the old guy is he minds his business. The only way you're going to get a problem out of that old guy is if you're fucking with his property, messing with his house, or you on his lawn. If you're not doing none of that, he leaves you alone. Right? But there was always one old lady.
Gloves are off. You nasty chumps aren't ready for it.
Okay? If anybody did anything in that neighborhood, she was calling the police. And then she'd come outside. Slow. She'd be acting like she was everybody knew and understood the reason why she was like that. Okay?
Good, clean fun. Well, not clean per se. Now that the marriage rate has
Women ain't doing good if he ain't in a relationship. Gotta be in a relationship. Doing shit like you trying to make it seem like me. Matter of fact, hold on. I got a video for that. Let's see if I can find it.